Hello there, this is Uncle Troy. When last we left, we had just finished the super complicated skeleton spawner trap. Uh, and I'd said, I think I will add some lava to this trap. What could possibly go wrong? And I know you're expecting me to say, well, Uncle Troy, you spilled lava on yourself, could not get to the water in time, and burned to death. And no, that's not what happened. What happened was I mistimed when the skeletons were spawning, and I knocked the top off my drowning trap just at the time that the new batch of skeletons was coming up. And if I had been fairly smart, I would have, popped the cap back down real quick and just waited to try again. But instead I thought, no, I can get the sign in place, I can build the signs up, and I can drop the lava fast enough. Now it occurs to me that even had I got the lava in place, the skeletons probably could have swam up through it and still had time to shoot me. Uh, but instead, I didn't get the lava in place. The skeletons just swam up through the water and shot me and killed me. And of course, my possessions go flying everywhere. And that's when I found out that apparently I had never slept in the beds at the new base, and instead I spawned back at my old base, uh, back in the village or town. And I realized that, well, at least I was lucky I didn't spawn out at the spawn point. And it was a good thing that I didn't. I'd made a new bed and didn't take my old bed with me to the new base. So I thought, well, no problem. I wrote down the coordinates of the skeleton spawner, and it's not all that far from the new outpost, the new base. So I'll just run over with minimal supplies. I made me a quick iron pick, iron shovel, iron sword, and even stopped to mine some iron on the way. And I'll just go over and I'll dig straight down and come out right next to the skeleton spawner. I might fall a little, take a little damage, but hey, no problem. And quickly grab all my stuff, my diamond sword, my diamond pick, my diamond shovel, my bow and a bunch of arrows. And I thought the remains of my armor, because at that point I still thought, I had a brand new set of armor when I started. And maybe I did, maybe I didn't. The more I think of it, the more I think that I put on some old, almost gone armor when I started this latest adventure. So, after several false starts, I finally found the skeleton spawner. There it is. Unfortunately, I've come up on the wrong side of it. Now, about this time, hello, I realize that I have almost used up my entire pick. And I realize, maybe I shouldn't have stopped to tunnel sideways looking for zombie noises, or, stop and get that iron. And also, I should have stopped looking at the wrong place on my notepad where I had written down a bunch of coordinates, because apparently I had transposed in my mind some coordinates, so I was looking at the proper X but the wrong Z when I was looking for the spider spawner. So I dug down to the wrong place, and I'd had to, and that's when the thing goes out altogether. The dog is really starting to annoy me at this point, so I'm sorry, you have to go. So at this point I realized that I'm not sure which side of the skeleton spawner trap I came out on. So I thought, well, I'll dig through there, and then I thought, no, I'll just dig over here, do the nice soft dirt. And yes, I know I'm doing twice the damage normal on my metal sword. I did manage to eventually break into a little cave system, which had already been explored. Found a slime, figured I'd get me some more slime balls. And I forgot, you can't get slime balls if you kill a full-size slime. You're supposed to punch them a few times or hit them with an axe and break them down into smaller slimes. And I was pretty sure I knew my way back from here. It turned out I was wrong. But when I finally did find my way back, I realized something. I had been hanging around in the immediate vicinity of the skeleton spawner for some time. And pretty much my entire little base area was full of skeletons. They had spawned, gone to the drowning trap, popped out of the top, and wandered around aimlessly until they found me. Luckily, this existing water was keeping them from just coming in here and attacking me. If I'd had my lava bucket like I had planned before, I would just drop some lava and let them come around. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I've been in the area way longer than the 5 minutes for my diamond equipment to despawn. All I want to do is clear these skeletons out, cap the top of that drowning trap, and finish up. Call this video good, be done with it. In fact, be done with Minecraft for a day or two, because this has been a pretty stressful few days. Unfortunately, I ran out of health and decided to do a kamikaze run, which did not succeed, as you can tell. Alrighty then, enough of that. I went back to the base. Actually, I spawned back at the base because I was smart enough to sleep at the base, the new outpost, before I went on that last thing. I grabbed some metal or iron we had on hand, made a full set of armor, brand new set of tools, grabbed all the food in the base, and this time making it darn sure that I was looking at the proper set of coordinates on my little notepad. I went off to do the same thing I did before. Dig down, come out right next to the spawner, fix the problem, be done, call it good, render this video, upload it, and not play Minecraft for a couple days. Bad. So how'd that work out? Well, not overly well. After deciding that I was moving in the wrong direction for a while, I eventually came out to roughly the right place here. Mostly I'm confused because by this point I had forgotten that I'd gone to the wrong place before, and I was like being very careful not to step in the hole that I'd dug before. But of course, you know, that didn't happen because I was in the wrong area. Oh, El Chico's complaining that I need to buy or build him a new computer. El Chico is my nephew, by the way, one of my nephews. Because when he tries to look at his F3 coordinates, the entire screen is red and covered with little spikes, so he can't see exactly what the coordinates are. He has to kind of guess. Alright, so what's the rule in Minecraft? Never dig straight up, never dig straight down. But I knew, if I positioned myself correctly, that I would come out very near my base, and there weren't any huge gaping caverns, and I hadn't noticed, you know, any lava in the area. So what could possibly go wrong? Oh, look at that. I passed right by some iron and didn't even stop to get it. Yep, we're about there. Could not possibly do anything wrong because I know there aren't any big open areas near my skeleton spawner trap, but apparently I was wrong. Oops. Fall damage. Oh, here we go. And once again, we come out near, but not at the spawner trap. But this may look familiar. This is where I died just a few minutes ago. Die. I have to run over here. And at this point, I notice I have no cobblestone or anything on my action bar. And you can see where they're just coming out the top of my grounding trap. And lag. Death by lag. Nope. I have to kill this guy, and this guy, and the other guy that's shooting at me from the side. And finally, get that thing blocked off. And even though I have food on the bar, I forget and just keep trying to shoot skeletons. stab skeletons while skeletons are shooting me. Whew. And up here somewhere was where all the diamond goodies were when I exploded from just being perforated by skeleton fire. But naturally none of that is left because it's had plenty of time to despawn. I think we need to tweak the squid spawning rules. Used to, I would never see any squids, and now pretty much everything I build has squids in it. But hey, I made it back okay. I've managed to tap off the spawner trap. I've managed to not die, which by this point was pretty much all I wanted out of the day. And I really should have quit while I was ahead, but I started thinking. And of course we know nothing good comes from us thinking. In fact, I'm not sure what I was thinking here. I was thinking, okay, now I'll go ahead and make the changes that I was making before. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I'll just take my bucket of lava. I'll take my bucket of lava. I don't have a bucket of lava. Well, never mind. Bucket of lava was on me when I tried this last time, and it got despawned with everything else when it took me too long and several attempts to get back here. Now, the bad thing about having wandered out here just looking at coordinates and then digging straight down and then wandering aimlessly till I found this place again was that I wasn't quite sure how to get here. So about the only way I need to get back would be to tunnel my way back to the outpost. And I figured as long as I'm tunneling my way back anyway, I'll go ahead and lay down some tracks for this minecart, because I had planned to make a little minecart station on either end and just ride in style from one side of the from the base over to the spawner trap, so that way anytime we needed extra arrows we could just load up, come over and sit there for a while AFK. But it occurs to me I have pretty much no idea how to use the boosters on a slope. I'd always done them on a straight line, horizontal, no up and down. The other problem is that you know how when you're like looking for coal you can never find coal, or when you're looking for an open area you never find an open area, but when you're trying to like dig out a monster spawner, or in this case dig out a place to put down some minecart tracks, you're constantly running into huge open areas. Hello there, Mr. Spider. How nice of you to ride the waterfall up to visit me. I don't think I'd ever seen that particular thing before. Anyway, so as I kept trying to run the minecart tracks back up to my base, to the outpost, I kept getting distracted by these massive, colossal mega caves, or these huge deposits of coal, iron, even some gold. In fact, I found 6 diamonds while I was just trying to light up the areas immediately around me so monsters wouldn't jump on the tracks while I was trying to build them. And here's you some irony. This dungeon I'm looting here, that spawner, that was producing, yes, I've been putting down levers instead of torches, that was producing skeletons. And it is roughly 1/2 the distance from our outpost as is the skeleton spawner at which I built the trap. So basically finding that spawner in that dungeon pretty much negated all the work I'd done the last 2 days on trying to set up that spawner and now build the railway back to the outpost. This here is just a zombie spawner. I found it when I was cleaning out some other stuff. Okay, this here is about attempt number 12 to get the proper number of powered rails on this slope so that I can make it up here. Come on, come on. I think I can. I think I can. Part of that is that it's so slow, it's, you know, about to stall out, and the other half is lag on the server. And I said I'll write it back down, and well, that doesn't work. I've been checking the wiki off and on. I've been doing little experiments. I dug a couple side caves, and I still have no idea what I'm doing with redstone boosters on a slope. And here's a blast from the past. Apparently my little tunnel I've been building to run the minecart rails has intersected the little goes nowhere, does nothing tunnel where our portal appeared when we first came into this area. So I had to block it off, and then I thought, well, no, I won't block it off, because maybe people will find it interesting to swing by there and see, you know, the portal, like, you know, some little bit of nostalgia or something. So we can see that every time we ride the minecart through here, assuming I ever finish this, because at this point I'm like thinking, all right, I have basically said, you know, I'm not going to bother getting these resources because it's just too far to slip them back to my base. I'm going to just, you know, take everything off and jump in lava so I can respawn back at my house instead of, you know, carrying this all the way home. And at this point I'm thinking, why did I say, oh, it's only 300 meters from the skeleton spawner trap to the new outpost? Why don't we just run a minecart trap? I'm trying to figure out why I said that, because I'm pretty sure much shorter distances than that I've said it's not possible, we're not going to do that, or I will set up a couple of nether portals in the right place before I will walk that on a regular basis. I do not know why I did that. Okay, pant, wheeze, gasp, generally, you know, tired sounds. I finally got all the way back to the base. This is the basement of the base. I have set up a minecart station here. Very simple. This should give me just enough juice to ride down. Whee! Okay, see the old portal? There we go. Bye. Coming up on the corner here. Now it's a straight line all the way down. The open areas, one of them leads off to the other spawner, another is a tunnel that leads to the surface. And we're here. And what you do is, you just step over here, you stand here for a while. The skeleton should spawn any second now. There they come. And they go up and drown. There's a little bit of a traffic jam there. I've adjusted the water current since to try to straighten that out a little. Still not exactly the way I'd like it. We might have to make some more adjustments. But once they drowned, and as I've mentioned before, Minecraft is a bad influence on me because I would like to sit here and watch things drown, which is, you know, not a nice thing to do. Once they drown, you pick up the arrows and the bones. Come on, drown for me. And then all you have to do is you get back on the cart, push the little button, and enjoy the ride. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. There we go. Well, the hard part's over. It's just a gentle slope. I did what the wiki suggested and only put powered rails every 24 or so spaces. And now we have just enough momentum to make it up to the top. No, we don't. Well, so much for that. Okay, I absolutely, totally, positively, absolutely have it figured out. Take two. I think I can, I think I can. And like I said, a lot of that server lag or my computer lag more than, the minecart actually stalling out like that. And the thing, and voila. And I've actually added a few more powered rails since that ride, uh, just because it scares me there at the end, and I don't want to have to walk all the way back. Okay, I went back and got some glass because I like seeing them swimming up and drowning. Um, this is the finished product, more or less. I could still work on the water currents a little, but I think it's okay the way it is. I may still go back and add the lava at the top. I will probably go through and block something off before I do. I'm also trying to decide if I want to add a general mob spawning area. Just, a big dark area to feed some extra creepers and zombies in there. I don't really care much for zombies, but I do like gunpowder. All in all, I think this is a good couple of days' work, but I am tired. I am probably not going to play Minecraft for a day or two. Anyway, thank you for watching. I know this was a long ride to get to an ugly and, not very satisfying conclusion, but I appreciate you sticking with me. This is Uncle Troy signing off. Have a good night.